Okay, we got some goodies today. We got, well, I guess you can find out. Hopefully this isn't upside down because it'll just spill everywhere. Oh yeah. Steering column. I don't know if we'll put that on because that's kind of stupid. But steering column, we got the steering. I don't even know what you call these. What do you call these? Like something like that. Swing arms or something. And then this should be the in between, like the joint thing. So we start the time lapse and we can get these all hopefully set up today. We got a little bit of a problem right now. The original tie rods right here are pretty similar to the length of those, but this one we have the extra length right there, and so it makes it like way too long, like almost the width of one of those brass fittings is too long. So we're gonna have to do something with that. Probably just, I don't know, cut them and weld them probably would be the cheapest way, but we'll figure it out. Once we get that done, then we'll get this oil filter all filled up, and then we'll wiring harness, get this stuff all put back, and then find where the fuel tank's gonna go. We gotta put the air box back on, and then the coil for the spark plug. So once we get that, and then we got to have that air fitting, or what do you call that? The air tube. Once we have that stuff, then we're pretty much done. And then we just gotta weld up brackets for the Jeep body to sit on. And then we have our trusty thing. I wanna see if we can find some mirrors for this. I know, I wanna put like, there you have like little mirror, like sticky stuff on the back that you can put stuff right here. Yeah, maybe.
It's not OG Jeep mirrors.
And then about like that, we'll be on our way. There, somewhere in that ballpark, and then we'll be all dialed in. Okay, so when we videoed last, it was the problem number 1. I think we fixed that now. We're gonna just take these bar mounts off, and then this thing, we've got just a piece of rebar through here, and then we'll put this rebar down in there, and then just weld the rebar to the frame, and then it'll come up to like here. It'll be kind of close to the person, but it'll be all right. It'll work. And then we won't have to cut these out, which didn't really want to do, but if we had to, it would have been fine. So we'll get that welded up, and then me and Bowen are gonna head and get the general seat so that we can get pretty basic feel of where it's going to be. We might be able to get these bolted on tonight, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, we fixed it. So so what we did was put that rebar in there, and you can see it on the top just a little bit. But Creed just got done welding it. We just put the rebar in this steering column, the existing one, and then we were gonna just clamp that clamp to the rebar, but it was slipping, and so we just decided we just weld it, and so now you can actually like turn now. Now, since we have that dialed in, we'll get the chair on, and then probably, I don't even know what day.
The brace for the...
Oh yeah, we'll have to get the brakes, the gas.
No, I'm saying the brace for the steering wheel though, like.
Oh yeah, we'll have to get the brace so that we can have this. So that we can have the full range of motion, but right about there. Yeah, once we get the brace, and then we'll get working on starting it, and then once we start it, then we can weld up the braces for the body. We'll get the body, and then we'll probably just bolt it on right here and right here, probably, or just down here because the seat's gonna be covering this anyways. But we also have the seat. When we posted the YouTube short, you guys just saw the frame of the seat, but then we put the actual cushions back on, and it's gonna be like perfect. Height of the steering wheel, so it'll be like right about there. All right, we're back, and oh shoot, we got poop on me. Okay, got the breather tube. So now start putting it back together. Hopefully. Do you ever get your tire finished? The wheel?
Nah, I still need that nipple.
That's nasty. Okay. Hopefully this is the right one. Oh yeah, it'll work. Okay. Alright, let's get the body off. We'll throw this on and then probably work on the bracket because that probably needs. Okay, so as you just saw, we were drilling holes up underneath here. We had bolts for them, but they were too long. So after school, the next day, Bowen went and got some bolts from Ace Hardware. We got this thing all bolted on, so it's not going anywhere. And then earlier today, so we had basically the same exact size of washer. Actually, we might still have the metal for it somewhere around here. But, oh, it's right here. So we just drilled a 2-inch piece onto there. And then we had this thing like this, and we had them welded together. But we were stupid enough to put it to the same spot as where the steering wheel's coming from. So it just made the steering wheel swing. So it just didn't work how a steering wheel works. So when our welder guy gets back, good old Creed, we'll weld it there, and then we'll have the steering column come up and we'll weld it to this washer like that, so that you can have your thing. It'll be higher than that because this digger link isn't long enough, so we got to get a new one. But we'll have it so that it will actually turn and not swing. So, oh, also, you guys didn't see this, but in the stock Polaris General, they have little loops that these front ends come in. And I was like, we could make that just smaller. So we weld these little tabs up and then just stuck these down. And I was a little worried that it was gonna rattle, but the only thing that's rattling is these worn out wheel bearings. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about painting the wheels. Creed knows how to powder coat them, but I don't know if we will. We'll see. But oh, and then also what we're thinking. So originally we wanted to do a thumb throttle on the steering wheel, so it would be like grind hards, where it's like the throttle's right here. I think this might change in a little while, but I think we're gonna put the brake and the gas like this, and we'll weld a little thing to this that goes up, and so it's an actual pedal. And then we want to weld sticks to this, and so when you're sitting here, you'll be like putting the gas with your foot, and then the steering will be here, and then handbrake. So there's a front and rear brake. We'll probably do both of them handbrakes, and then if you want to, just lock them all and just... But we'll see what we do there. I kind of like that plan, but we'll see if it changes. And then we got this tube on, like you saw in the video, and then wiring harness is at my house. So once we get this stuff welded up, then we'll take it back to my house. We'll put the gas tank on, get all running, and then we'll bring it back here, grab that sheet of metal, and then we'll make braces for right here that go to the Jeep body. I was looking back in the editing, and I noticed that we were changing outfits and stuff. It was a little bit random. So I just wanted you guys to know that we're in a really busy time of year right now, and with me and Bowen in school, and then I have work after school sometimes. So we're just trying to do this anytime we can. So there's going to be some changes. And then I noticed also while I was editing, we didn't really introduce ourselves very good. So Bowen's the one that's usually behind the camera. He's also the one in the thumbnail this week. I'm Hagen. I'm the one that is normally doing the... I'm normally in the camera. And then Creed's the one kind of in the background. He's just been doing some of the welding and stuff. And then Cole is my brother. He's been the one in last video. He was cutting the Jeep body apart and taking down the four-wheelers. So thanks to them. And I was also wanted you guys to know I have this condition for ocular albinism. Not very many people have it, but when I have the GoPro on my head, I noticed this. We were shooting a little video, but we decided not to put it in the video. When I think my head is straight, it's turned a little bit. So just ignore that. It's just a condition that I have. For next week's video, we try and post hopefully Sundays, maybe Mondays, depending on how long it takes to get the footage and editing. Next week's video, hopefully we can get it up and running.